What's up, everybody? Circus here coming at you with this week's Rogue Deck Roundup.
Hello.
And we got Rye here because Herf said he's too good to do these videos anymore.
What the
I know,
hell?
right?
What a
Such
guy.
a shame.
The villain.
So what we do here each week, Rye, is I just throw a bunch of Rogue decks at Herf, and then he says how much he hates them. So
Right.
okay, so
I'm
we'll
down.
just
I can do that.
All right, we'll get started. Here's the first one. Now this one calls itself.
I hate it.
Well, okay, next deck. We're gonna. This one says it's a black luster deck, but let's be honest. This is
What
just
on earth?
This is just that other deck, right? With black luster mixed in.
Yeah. Yes, there's been a lot of mixed decks with the Stardust Road engine. What we thought would be meta, but ended up not being so meta. But still, hey, you could still make some decent rogue decks out of it, and this is one of them. Definitely not a blackluster soldier deck though.
Well,
definitely.
Don't you have to like summon the
Stardust.
blackluster soldier with like little minions and stuff, so it gains effects and stuff? This is just
Yeah,
a big beater, right?
Yeah, I think they have them in there, but yeah, they do. But
Okay.
they're just the effects just aren't good because it
I
doesn't
see
protect
him.
your
Yeah.
monster
Okay. Yeah.
at all, you know. So it is what it is.
You wouldn't play this deck. This is a King of Games deck.
King of Games. Wow, someone actually got King. They probably, you know what? I bet you they got King of Games off Shooting Star.
Right.
Not
yeah.
so much the Blackluster.
Well, yeah, the shooting star carries you until you go into the
Yeah,
blackluster soldier. Okay.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, it's a cool concept, but you know, doesn't probably not as effective as just
Plain shooting
normal
star.
Yeah.
All right, next one. This one was actually requested by a lot of people, so I went and looking around, and here you go. Yeah.
Oh, Crystal Beasts.
Yeah, what do we do with this one here?
Yeah, people like Crystal Beast. No, Crystal Beast is it's an interesting rogue strategy because of the conclave being able to bounce monsters, especially when we're in a extra deck heavy.
Okay.
Meta.
Well, it's kind of like, what's the win count of this? Is it XZs, or what are they trying to do with it?
I mean, they can exceeds, but the big thing is that trap card, the conclave, being able to consistently bounce.
Okay.
So you just win off card economy, right? You just have more threats on the board than your opponent.
Oh, and then they got the Neos engine, so they're probably
then they have the Neos engine for more OTK, and then of course they have XC toolbox just in case they need, like the Patriarch to stop Harpies or the Roach to stop Synchros or whatever they want to do. So it's a cute little deck for sure, and it's definitely cog worthy, but it's one of those decks you gotta sweat to win with, like you gotta get in there, you gotta get into the games.
Yeah, they don't post how many wins it took to get to King of Games. You know what I mean? They don't want to put down 300-400.
This is gonna be like the 300-400 range.
Yeah. All right.
Before you get there, for sure.
Next one is one that I just wanted to put up here because they called this the cockroach deck back in the day.
No.
And it's still around.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Haven't seen this in a hot minute.
I know. I was kind of surprised.
Seraph.
I was kind of surprised.
Yeah.
Well, the DM,
Seraph,
right?
DM was always like a thing, but it was never like as much as like the Dark Lords or anything like that. But
this is still good if you get the circle navigation thing going.
Yeah, if you open combo, you're still fine. I think though a lot of decks can play around getting one card banished these days, or back in the day it couldn't. Like I actually do believe that Dark Magician coming back at full power, especially now that we have both Cosmic and MST, wouldn't nearly be as much of a threat as it used to be. Because back then it was literally did you open Cosmic? Nope, you lose.
Right.
You're just done from that.
Well,
but now decks are able to play through it and
the circle targets. So like something like Harpies can just like Swallow's Nest or
Yeah. So it's interesting. This deck would at full power would not be nearly as oppressive, but I don't know. I wouldn't play with Star Seraphs anymore. Me personally.
Yeah, because of Dark Lords, they just got kind of pushed out of the game, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
That's too bad. All right, next one. There was a lot to do about nothing when this deck came out, or people were hoping this was going to be a big deck. And
don't be Fire Fist. Oh my goodness, please.
He has not seen these ahead of time. I told him I was going to surprise him with stuff.
Yeah,
so.
no, this is literally the one everyone thought would be like, yo, there's actually support. Maybe they can do things. But every single time I put this game on stream, they take 10 seconds, they normal summon a monster, then they pass because they're bricked. And I'm like, how is a deck playing Tenki? And because Tenki lets them search, then the Tensu lets them normal summon twice. How are you bricking with this deck? I don't understand how that's possible.
Is it just like a very specific summoning sequence they have to get into, or?
I have no idea, to be honest.
No one knows how the deck works.
It's because it's like I sort of know what's going on, but like I've seen this deck top 32 a couple times, and I've watched a couple of streamers, specifically Mango, try to hit King of Games and Nifroth with this deck, and it was so frustrating for them. Like
Right.
don't even talk about tournament viable. This deck wasn't even like cog worthy, you know? Like,
Right.
oh my god, it's so bad. I don't understand what's
This
going
is a
on.
cog deck, so this could be another one of those
Someone got
400
there.
wins, you know.
I'm thinking more like 700-800 because this deck is, oh my god, it is so bad.
So we could actually say this deck is doo-doo.
This one's actually doo-doo. Like this
Okay.
one, the other ones I'd play. This is the only one where like if you gave me these cards, I would not play it because it just seems stressful.
Here, you can just
Every
take
single
this
time I watch
back.
people play this deck, I'm so sorry for all the Fire Fist. Konami did you wrong. I don't know.
We're not saying it's a bad archetype. It's just what's out there right now.
Just not good.
It's just not working, right?
Not working though.
All right, next one. This one also has a strong following. It's actually a hybrid deck.
A hybrid deck.
It's got the ugliest name in the world, and
Oh,
it's
God.
called Frognarks.
Frog. No, I actually like this deck. I'm not
I
gonna lie.
know, it's great, isn't it? It's even
yeah.
got Neos in it. Look at it.
Yeah, you send the Treeborn Frog with the Neos.
Yep.
And then every standby phase, because there's no back row to set, that'll just constantly keep coming back and
Right,
keep
right.
tributing to bring it out. It's a really, really cute deck.
I like that they got Perry Knights in there. I love that card. That's one of my favorite card arts.
Yeah, Perry
Because it's like
Knights and
he's
the
like a
Veils.
disco dancer, you know, and the girl's got big hair. And
Yeah,
I like
this
it.
this deck would have been a meta deck back in the day. You know, under a certain power creep, and monarchs are always like a consistent, like popular archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh in general.
But don't go out of your
It's
way
just-
to build this deck. It looks
Oh,
very
yeah.
expensive.
If you have the cards, try this deck out. It's fun. But if you
right, do
don't,
not chase this deck.
wait until proper Monarch support comes out, because I know it's a real archetype in TCG and all that. I get it. But the cards we have in Yu-Gi-Oh right now in Duel Links don't really support it. But it's cute strategy, you know. Tribute the Treeborn for the Kayas, for a Banish, for the
Right.
Spirit Duster, for the Smorg.
I was about to say,
Really
there's a
huge
Smorg
threats.
in there, right?
Yeah, the Smorg to stop effects and to summon for free. It's
They got the
very
glow up ball.
straightforward.
Yeah, they're synchro summoning and XZ.
Unfortunately,
summoning.
one wall of D and you're dead. But you know, it is what it is.
Hey, come on now. Don't raid on our parade.
Oh god, they have that Sylvan Princess too, the selection box card
Yep.
in there. You see that? Oh,
Yep.
that's disgusting, bro.
Big spender. This is
Yeah.
an expensive deck. People
This is an
forget
expensive deck.
how expensive it is to be a meme player.
Yeah, if you want to be a meme player, you got to spend the most out of everybody.
You're the biggest whale in the game, even more than
Yeah.
like tournament
the
players.
meta players. Yeah, the only times tournament players are more than you is when like a Book of Moon comes out.
right.
And even then, if you're a memer, you're gonna need Book of Moon and other meme cards in the selection box. So.
Exactly. All right, next one I just put in here because it's a fan favorite. It might be on the thumbnail just because people see it and they always go, "Let's go!"
Oh, should I do a reaction to it?
Oh! It's a
Yeah,
rogue
no,
strategy,
Photon's,
you know. It is what it is, but you know it's pretty popular.
Yeah. So
but-
whenever people say Dark Magician is too powerful at full power, I'm like, okay, well then, can we talk about Photons? Because they're literally doing the same thing right now.
Right, they still banish, yeah.
Minus a negate. You know, it's the
Yeah.
same. It's the same strategy. As long as they don't brick, they're able to bring out Galaxy Eyes. They can use their skill to guarantee that they get one banish every turn, and that's basically the strategy. If you bust open their opening hand, they lose. So
Well, thing is, there was 2 decks that got King of Games this month with this, with Photons. Exact same deck list, except this one runs 2 Tretch. The other one ran a Tretch and a Hey Trunade.
oh
Yeah, so
changing it up, I
spicy.
see.
Yeah, real spicy.
I think I would prefer to play True Nade if I was playing this deck, to be honest.
Yeah,
Because True Nade, basically True Nade are current meta because there isn't as many like monster negates and outside of like Doom Caliber and stuff. There's no like Dark Lord or anything negating you.
right.
If you're a ghost, if your deck wins going first, if you go second and you open True Nade, you're basically going first. So
Right,
you
exactly.
definitely want to
yeah,
go,
perfect.
you know, use that. The extra deck's probably the most interesting part of all this. The Excal for the Warriors, for the Lethal, the Utopia package, and playing a selection box Palette Dynamo
yeah,
as well.
big spender. Or he just
Big
got lucky.
spender.
Just got
Of course,
lucky.
yeah, probably.
Well, he's got 2 Book of Moon, so maybe he got really lucky.
Yeah. No, this is an expensive deck as well. What the hell?
All right, right. This one I threw in here
All the
just for
leaders.
you. Your commentary has to be done in that of a sports announcer.
Okay, I'm down. So tell us about Circus. Looks like we had the first quarter. Looks like you were going on fire there, but all of a sudden, out of nowhere, looks like you had an injured player. Can we talk about that? Well, Circus, we had him in the first quarter with our signing deal. Thought we were doing very well, but unfortunately, we just ran out of gas starting in round 2. But it's okay. We came back in round 3. We worked as a team. Synergy was there, and we were able to close out the series. It's for a good victory.
So
that's question. Sorry, no comment.
If you've seen tournaments lately, we have seen UAs. People are trying it, but they're just not.
This deck bricks, man. It's so bricky. Like, okay, so UA signing deal seems like because it's 3. You played at 3, and it lets you pick out any UA. The problem is that UA can't use its effect. So if you don't have midfielder in your hand to trade out the UA, it's just
it doesn't do anything.
Monster. Yeah. So you're still reliant on getting your midfielder. It didn't solve anything. Pretend like when Noble Knights got Merlin. You got Merlin, but whatever you summon with Merlin can't activate its effect. Like that's where these guys are right now.
Yeah. It's such a fun little archetype once it gets going, but
once it gets going, it's powerful. But because when this deck was actually meta, when Cyberstyle used to be at full power. And
because you could tribute into it.
Yeah, and you could just tribute whatever you wanted. You didn't have to play the midfielder. You just tribute your big boys. But now they got signing deal, and that's great. But like, if you don't have midfielder, then the signing deal monster you summon is useless.
Right.
So, I don't know. It sucks because this is an archetype I've always had my eye on. I'm like waiting to wail on this deck. But they just aren't releasing proper support, so I never do.
Well, there's so many cards you have to have on the field to make it work. Like you have to have the stadium, you have to have a midfielder. The penalty box is a big part of it. So there's so many parts of the combo. It's not a 1-card combo. It's like a 4-card combo or whatever to get it going. So
pretty much, yeah. This would be one of those decks where if they had an Automato Play or Demon's Residence or something like that, it would be like a tier 1 deck immediately. Right. But it's not.
Whose deck is this? Probably nobody's, huh? We'll say it's Joey's deck. Give Joey the skill.
Joey's deck, yeah. I don't know. If it's in the anime, save us anime.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let us know what you think of this week's Rogue Deck Roundup. I thought we had a good selection this week. You guys should be happy. Yep. Let us know what you want to see us cover in the future in the comments below. But we're gonna get out of here. But you should get in the Discord because it's free. The tournaments are free, and the new player help is free. Yeah. I think that's about it. I'm Circus. That's Rye.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
There you go. We'll see you next time.